Hello my friends, this is Dr. Mandell. Today I want to share with you something truly powerful, natural, and healing that many of us have right inside our kitchen. We're talking about ginger, a root that has been used for thousands of years in ancient medicine. If you're over 50, your body is changing, your metabolism is slowing, and inflammation becomes more common. But the good news is ginger can help you in ways you may have never imagined. So let's break down the 5 amazing benefits of ginger after age 50. Let's talk about something that affects so many of us as we get older: inflammation and joint pain. This is one of the biggest reasons why men and women over the age of 50 start to lose their freedom, their mobility, and their independence. I see it every single day, people waking up stiff in the morning, knees aching when they go up the stairs, back pain just from sitting too long, or sore hips that make walking to the kitchen a challenge. Now what if I told you there's something simple, natural, and powerful that has been around for thousands of years that can help ease this inflammation, something you can find in your kitchen or at your local grocery store, and you don't need a prescription for it. That, my friends, is ginger. So why is ginger so special when it comes to inflammation? The answer lies in its active compounds called gingerols. These are powerful anti-inflammatory agents that work inside your body to calm down the fire. Because let's be honest, when we talk about inflammation, we're really talking about a fire inside your body. That fire may start in your joints, but it doesn't stop there. It can spread through your blood vessels, your organs, and your entire system, accelerating aging and disease. And here's what happens as we age. Our cartilage wears down, the cushioning inside our joints gets thinner, and the body becomes less efficient at repairing itself. That means even normal wear and tear can trigger inflammation. And when that inflammation becomes chronic, it's like gasoline on a fire. It just keeps burning and burning, making your pain worse and your movement harder. Now here's where ginger comes in. Studies have shown that gingerols can block certain inflammatory pathways, the very same ones targeted by prescription anti-inflammatory drugs. But the difference is ginger is natural. It doesn't damage your stomach lining the way some medications can. It doesn't come with a long list of scary side effects. Ginger works with your body to cool the fire, to calm down that excessive immune response that's causing the swelling and stiffness in your joints. Imagine this: you wake up in the morning and instead of feeling that sharp ache in your knees, when you get out of bed, you feel looser, you stand up and your back doesn't scream at you. You walk across the room and you don't need to hold on to furniture for support. That's what happens when inflammation is reduced. You don't just feel better, you get your life back. But let me remind you of something important. Painkillers may temporarily mask the pain, but they do not heal. They don't fix the root cause. Ginger, on the other hand, helps your body heal itself from the inside. It lowers the production of inflammatory chemicals, it reduces oxidative stress, and it helps your joints function the way they were meant to. Now you might be asking, how much ginger do I need to make a difference? You don't need a lot. Even 1 to 2 grams of fresh ginger daily has been shown in research to ease joint pain in people with arthritis. That could be a small slice added to hot water for a tea, a bit grated into your stir fry, blended into a smoothie, or even chewed raw if you like the spicy kick. The key is consistency. Just like exercise, just like eating healthy, ginger works best when you make it part of your daily routine. And here's another benefit. Ginger doesn't just reduce inflammation in your joints, it also reduces systemic inflammation, meaning it helps protect your heart, your brain, your blood vessels, and even your digestive system. That's why so many cultures have relied on ginger as a healing food for thousands of years. They didn't have fancy labs or pharmaceuticals, but they knew from experience that ginger could soothe pain, restore energy, and keep the body strong. Now I need to say this: if you're taking blood-thinning medications or if you have certain medical conditions, you should always talk with your doctor before making ginger a regular part of your life. Because while ginger is natural and safe for most people, it still has powerful effects in the body, and that's exactly why it works so well. So let's put this all together. You're over 50, your joints don't move the way they used to, and you're tired of relying on pills just to get through the day. Ginger can be that simple healing step you take to reduce inflammation naturally. It doesn't mean you'll never have pain again, but it means your body will fight back. It means you'll have more days where you feel free, mobile, and alive. I want you to picture yourself 6 months from now. You've been adding ginger to your tea every morning. You've made it part of your lifestyle. You notice you're not as stiff in the mornings. You can walk longer without having to sit down. You're able to play with your grandkids without wincing in pain. That's not a miracle. That's the healing power of reducing inflammation through natural foods like ginger. My friends, pain doesn't have to control your life. Stiffness doesn't have to define your mornings. With small, consistent choices like making ginger part of your daily routine, you can take back control of your health. Nature has given us incredible tools, and ginger is one of the most powerful for inflammation and joint pain. My friends, one of the biggest changes that happens to our bodies after the age of 50 is in our digestion. You may have already noticed it. Foods that never used to bother you suddenly leave you feeling bloated, heavy, or uncomfortable. That spicy meal you enjoyed in your 30s might now give you acid reflux at night, or maybe you eat a perfectly normal meal and within an hour you feel like you've swallowed a balloon. These digestive issues are common as we age, and the reason is simple. The digestive system slows down. We produce fewer digestive enzymes, our gut muscles don't contract as efficiently, and even our stomach acid levels start to decline. But here's the good news. Nature has given us an amazing root that can help bring balance back to our digestive system. That root is ginger. Now, why is ginger so powerful for digestion? The answer is in its natural compounds, gingerols and shogals. These compounds stimulate the digestive tract, encouraging your stomach and intestines to work more efficiently. It's like giving your gut a little wake-up call, telling it, hey, let's get moving. And that's exactly what happens. Ginger promotes the release of digestive enzymes and gastric juices that help break down food, making it easier for your body to absorb the nutrients it needs. Think about this for a moment. If your body can't properly digest food, it doesn't matter how healthy your diet is, you won't get the full benefit. You could be eating lean protein, fresh fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, but if your digestion is sluggish, you're not absorbing those vitamins, minerals, and amino acids efficiently. That's where so many people over 50 struggle. They eat well, but they still feel tired, weak, or nutritionally depleted. Ginger helps change that by improving digestion and nutrient absorption. Another amazing thing ginger does is relieve bloating and gas. We've all experienced that uncomfortable, tight feeling in the stomach where you feel like you just can't relax. Ginger works as a natural carminative, meaning it helps expel gas from the digestive tract. It soothes the muscles of the gut and reduces spasms, which makes digestion smoother and more comfortable. Instead of feeling like food is just sitting in your stomach, ginger helps move it along. Now let's talk about acid reflux and indigestion, two issues that affect millions of people over 50. Often acid reflux is caused not by too much acid, but by poor digestion and sluggish emptying of the stomach. Food lingers too long, pressure builds up, and acid moves where it doesn't belong. Ginger speeds up gastric emptying, meaning food doesn't sit in the stomach as long. That means less pressure, less acid reflux, and less discomfort at night when you're trying to sleep. But that's not all. Ginger has a protective effect on the gut lining itself. It helps reduce irritation and inflammation in the digestive tract. For those who suffer from gastritis, irritable bowel, or even ulcers, ginger's soothing properties can bring relief. It helps calm the stomach without shutting down acid production completely. Unlike some medications that interfere with natural digestion, ginger supports balance, not suppression. And let's not forget nausea. Whether it's motion sickness, morning sickness, or the queasy feeling that comes after certain meals, ginger has been proven time and time again to reduce nausea. This is why ginger has been used for centuries in traditional medicine to settle the stomach. For older adults, this is especially helpful because nausea can lead to poor appetite and even malnutrition. A little ginger tea after meals can go a long way keeping the stomach calm and comfortable. So how do you get ginger into your daily life for better digestion? It's simple. You can slice fresh ginger and steep it in hot water for a calming tea. You can grate it into soups, stir fries, or salad dressings. You can blend it into smoothies or juices. And if you prefer convenience, you can even use ginger powder or ginger capsules. The important thing is to make it consistent. Let ginger become part of your routine. Now, some of you might be thinking, but Dr. Mandell, will a small piece of ginger really make a difference in my digestion? And the answer is yes, absolutely. Even 1 gram of ginger taken daily has been shown in studies to improve digestive function and reduce bloating. Remember, it's not about taking a massive amount all at once. It's about creating steady, gentle support for your digestive system day after day. I want you to imagine this. You finish dinner in the evening, and instead of that heavy, bloated feeling you usually get, you feel light, comfortable, and satisfied. You go to bed without that burning acid reflux climbing up your chest. You wake up the next morning feeling energized, not sluggish. That's what happens when your digestion is working the way it's supposed to. That's the difference ginger can make. But I also want to remind you, ginger is powerful. If you're taking medications for blood pressure, blood thinning, or if you have gallstones, always check with your doctor before adding a lot of ginger to your routine. For most people, ginger is safe and incredibly effective, but it's always wise to be cautious, especially after 50 when many of us are on prescription medications. So my friends, here's the takeaway. Digestion is the foundation of health. If your gut isn't working right, nothing else in your body will function at its best. Ginger is one of the simplest, most effective natural tools you can use to support your digestion, reduce bloating, relieve reflux, and help your body absorb the nutrients it desperately needs. Remember, health doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes the answers are simple and right in front of us. Ginger is a gift from nature, and it's one that can make a profound difference in your daily life, especially after 50. My friends, one of the most overlooked changes that happens as we get older is in our circulation. Once we pass 50, the highways of blood vessels in our body start to stiffen. The heart has to work harder to pump blood, and many of us notice the warning signs: cold hands and feet, tingling in the legs, swelling in the ankles, dizziness when standing up, or even brain fog. Poor circulation doesn't just make you uncomfortable, it slowly robs your body of oxygen and nutrients, and this sets the stage for bigger problems with your heart, your brain, and your overall energy. But here's the good news. Nature has given us a powerful tool that can help improve circulation and protect the heart. And that tool is ginger. This isn't just folk medicine. It's been studied, researched, and proven time and time again. Ginger has an incredible ability to support cardiovascular health, keep the blood flowing smoothly, and reduce the risks that come with aging. So, what makes ginger so powerful when it comes to circulation? The secret is in its active compounds, gingerols and shogals. These natural chemicals work like gentle healers inside the body. They relax the walls of the blood vessels, allowing them to open up and carry more blood. When vessels are relaxed and not constricted, blood pressure improves, circulation flows more freely, and every cell in your body gets the oxygen and nutrients it needs to function at its best. Think about your heart for a moment. It's a pump, and it never rests from the day you were born until this very second. It has been pumping non-stop, delivering life to every corner of your body. As we age, this pump faces more resistance, plaque buildup in arteries, stiffer vessels, thicker blood. This resistance means the heart has to push harder, and over time, that can lead to high blood pressure, heart disease, or even stroke. Ginger helps reduce this resistance. It makes the job easier for the heart. That's why studies have shown that ginger can lower both systolic and diastolic blood pressure in people who use it regularly. But that's not all. Ginger is also a natural blood thinner. It helps reduce the stickiness of platelets, the tiny cells that clump together to form blood clots. Now, don't misunderstand me. We need platelets to stop bleeding when we get injured, but too much clotting inside our arteries is dangerous. It's what causes heart attacks and strokes. Ginger works to keep the blood flowing smoothly, reducing the risk of dangerous clots forming when they shouldn't. For someone over 50, that's a life-saving benefit. And let's talk about cholesterol. High cholesterol is one of the biggest threats to circulation because it builds up in the arteries like sludge in a pipe, narrowing the passage and blocking flow. Ginger has been shown to lower LDL cholesterol, the so-called bad cholesterol, while also helping raise HDL, the good cholesterol that protects your arteries. When your cholesterol is balanced, your circulation improves and your risk for cardiovascular problems drops dramatically. Now I want you to picture something. Imagine your blood vessels as rivers in youth. Those rivers are wide, clear, and flowing fast with age. Debris starts building up, sediment, sludge, narrowing the channels. The flow slows down and the water becomes stagnant. What happens when water stagnates? It breeds problems. The same is true with your blood. Stagnant circulation leads to fatigue, weakness, and disease. Ginger is like a cleansing current that helps keep the rivers wide, smooth, and flowing freely. Another important thing ginger does is improve microcirculation. That's the blood flow to the smallest vessels in your body, the capillaries that feed your skin, your fingertips, your toes, even your eyes. Poor microcirculation is why many older adults feel cold in their extremities or develop numbness. By enhancing blood flow on this tiny level, ginger helps warm the body, reduce tingling, and improve healing in tissues that may otherwise be starved of oxygen. But let's not forget energy. Circulation isn't just about preventing disease. It's about how you feel every single day. When your blood is flowing, when your cells are nourished, you feel alive. You have energy to walk, to exercise, to play with your grandchildren. Poor circulation leaves you tired, sluggish, and drained. Ginger, by boosting circulation, helps restore that vitality. So how do we bring ginger into our lives to support our heart and circulation? It's simple. A slice of fresh ginger steeped in hot water makes a soothing tea that warms the body and stimulates blood flow. Add grated ginger into your meals, soups, stir-fries, stews, blend it into a morning smoothie, or chew a small raw piece after meals. Even ginger powder in capsules can provide benefit. It's not about one big dose. It's about making ginger a consistent part of your daily routine. But as always, I must remind you, if you are already taking blood thinners, blood pressure medication, or have underlying medical conditions, talk with your doctor before making ginger a regular habit. Ginger is powerful, and when combined with certain medications, it can make your blood too thin. Safety always comes first. Let's imagine the long-term picture. You make ginger part of your life today. 6 months from now, your blood pressure is steadier, your hands and feet are warmer, you feel less fatigued, you go for your doctor's visit, and your cholesterol levels are better. 1 year from now, your heart is stronger, your vessels more flexible, and your risk for serious complications like heart attack or stroke is lower. That's not a fantasy, that's the real power of consistent natural healing. My friends, circulation is life. Without healthy blood flow, nothing in your body can function the way it should. Ginger is a gift that nature has given us to keep that flow strong, smooth, and youthful. It's not just about adding years to your life, it's about adding life to your years. Don't underestimate the small daily habits. A little ginger each day could make all the difference in how you feel and how long you stay healthy. My friends, as we move past 50, one of the greatest challenges our bodies face is a weakening immune system. You may notice that you catch colds more often, it takes longer to recover from infections, or that small illnesses seem to knock you down harder than they did in your younger years. This isn't your imagination, it's part of the natural aging process. The immune system, just like every other system in the body, begins to slow down. The cells that once fought off bacteria, viruses, and toxins with ease don't respond as quickly or as powerfully as they used to. But here's the beautiful truth. We can support and strengthen our immune defenses naturally. And one of the most effective time-tested tools to do that is ginger. Ginger is more than just a spice. For thousands of years, it has been used in traditional medicine across cultures, not just for flavor, but for its powerful healing properties. Modern science has now caught up with what our ancestors already knew. Ginger is loaded with compounds that boost immunity, fight infections, and protect the body from the inside out. And for those of us over 50, this is especially important. Let's start with antioxidants. Every single day, your body is under attack from free radicals, unstable molecules that damage cells and accelerate aging. Over time, free radicals contribute to chronic inflammation, heart disease, cancer, and cognitive decline. Ginger is packed with antioxidants that neutralize these free radicals. Think of it as a protective shield, guarding your cells against the wear and tear of time. By reducing oxidative stress, ginger not only boosts immunity, but also slows down the aging process itself. But ginger doesn't stop there. It also has strong antibacterial and antiviral properties. That means it doesn't just strengthen your defenses, it directly fights off harmful invaders. Many people don't realize that ginger contains compounds that can stop the growth of certain bacteria and viruses, making it harder for them to take hold in your body. This is why ginger tea has been a go-to remedy for sore throats, colds, and flu for centuries. When you feel that scratchy throat or early signs of illness, ginger helps fight it off before it can spread. Now let's talk about the respiratory system. As we age, our lungs and airways become more vulnerable. We may notice more coughing, more phlegm, or shortness of breath during activity. Ginger acts as a natural expectorant. It helps break down mucus, clear the airways, and soothe inflammation in the respiratory tract. That's why many people find that ginger tea gives immediate relief when they're congested or coughing. For older adults, this isn't just about comfort, it's about preventing complications like pneumonia or chronic bronchitis. Another important way ginger supports immunity is by calming chronic inflammation. Now you might be thinking, wait a minute, isn't inflammation part of the immune system? And the answer is yes, but here's the problem. As we get older, inflammation often becomes chronic and uncontrolled. Instead of helping us heal, it turns against us, weakening our immune response and leaving us vulnerable. Ginger helps bring that inflammation back into balance. It reduces the harmful overreaction while still allowing the body to fight infections when needed. This balance is crucial to maintaining strong immunity without damaging the body's own tissues. Here's something fascinating. Ginger has been shown to increase circulation, which we've already discussed in another benefit. Why is this important for immunity? Because your immune cells travel through your bloodstream. Better circulation means those protective cells can move quickly to where they're needed most, whether that's a cut on your finger or a viral infection in your lungs. Strong circulation equals a more responsive, effective immune system. Now I want you to imagine how this plays out in daily life. You're over 50 and cold season is in full swing. Everyone around you seems to be coughing, sneezing, and feeling run down, but you've been taking ginger tea daily. Instead of catching every bug, your immune system is stronger. Maybe you still get a mild cold here and there, but your body fights it off faster. You bounce back in days instead of weeks. That's not luck, that's the power of consistently feeding your body what it needs to stay resilient. So how do you use ginger for immune support? It's simple. A warm cup of ginger tea in the morning or before bed is one of the best ways. Add a little lemon and honey and you've created a powerful immune boosting tonic. You can also incorporate fresh or powdered ginger into meals, soups, stir fries, or even salad dressings. Ginger shots made by blending fresh ginger with water or juice are another great option. The key, as always, is consistency. 1 cup of ginger tea during flu season won't change much, but making ginger part of your daily routine can transform the way your immune system responds year-round. Of course, I must mention that ginger is strong medicine in a natural form. If you're on certain medications like blood thinners or if you have underlying conditions, check with your doctor before using large amounts. For most people, moderate daily use is safe, effective, and deeply healing. Let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. As we age, the immune system naturally slows, but that doesn't mean we are helpless. Through smart choices, staying active, eating clean, managing stress, and adding natural supports like ginger, we can keep our defenses strong. Ginger helps us fight colds, resist infections, soothe the lungs, balance inflammation, and protect the body against aging itself. My friends, immunity is life. Without it, we are vulnerable to every little germ, every little stressor, every challenge our bodies face. But with it, we thrive. Ginger is one of the simplest, most effective ways to keep that immune system strong after 50. Don't wait until sickness comes knocking. Build your defenses now, day by day, sip by sip, and let your body thank you with strength, vitality, and resilience. My friends, one of the greatest fears many people carry with them as they move beyond the age of 50 is the decline of the mind. We worry about memory lapses, about forgetting names, about losing our sharpness and clarity. Maybe you've noticed it already. You walk into a room and can't remember why, or you forget where you left your keys, or a word that used to come instantly is suddenly on the tip of your tongue. These moments can be frustrating and sometimes even scary. But here's the truth. While aging does affect the brain, there are powerful natural ways we can protect and nourish our minds, and one of those incredible tools is ginger. Ginger is not just a spice for flavor, it's medicine for the brain. The active compounds inside ginger, like gingerols and shogals, have strong antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. Why does that matter for your brain? Because two of the biggest drivers of cognitive decline are oxidative stress and chronic inflammation. Over time, free radicals attack brain cells while inflammation disrupts communication between neurons. These processes slowly damage memory, concentration, and mood. But ginger works to fight both of these enemies. It neutralizes free radicals, calms inflammation, and helps preserve the delicate network of brain cells that keep you thinking clearly. Now let's dive a little deeper. The brain is made up of billions of neurons, tiny messengers that communicate through electrical signals and chemicals. For your memory to work, for your focus to stay sharp, these neurons need to communicate smoothly. But as we age, that communication becomes less efficient. Ginger helps restore it. Studies have shown that ginger can improve reaction time and working memory in middle-aged and older adults. In simple terms, it helps your brain fire faster and connect more efficiently even as the years go by. Another way ginger helps the brain is by improving circulation. Remember, your brain relies on a constant, rich supply of oxygen and nutrients carried by the blood. Poor circulation starves the brain, leading to fogginess, fatigue, and even long-term damage. Ginger enhances blood flow not just to the heart and extremities, but to the brain itself. When blood flows freely, the brain is nourished, alert, and ready to perform. But that's not all. Ginger also influences important brain chemicals that affect mood and emotional health. Many people over 50 struggle not only with memory, but also with anxiety, depression, or irritability. Research suggests that ginger has natural compounds that can boost serotonin and dopamine activity, the same feel-good chemicals that many antidepressants target. This means ginger doesn't just protect your memory, it also supports your emotional well-being. A healthier, calmer mind is a sharper mind. Let's pause and imagine what this really means in daily life. Picture yourself waking up in the morning with a clear mind instead of fog. You go about your day, remembering tasks with ease, engaging in conversations without struggling for words, feeling focused instead of scattered. You sit down to read or solve a crossword puzzle, and instead of giving up from frustration, you enjoy the process. That's what happens when your brain is supported and nourished. That's the gift ginger can give. One of the scariest diseases we face as we age is Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia. While no single food or herb is a cure, ginger's protective effects on the brain may reduce the risk by fighting oxidative stress, reducing inflammation, improving circulation, and enhancing neurotransmitter balance. Ginger creates a healthier environment in the brain, one that's more resilient to damage. Prevention is always better than cure, and ginger is a simple step you can take toward that prevention. So how can you use ginger to support your brain? Just like with the other benefits, consistency is the key. A warm cup of ginger tea each day is soothing and healing. Fresh ginger in your meals, smoothies, or juices is another easy way. You can also use powdered ginger in cooking or even in capsule form if that's more convenient. What matters most is making it a regular habit, not an occasional treat. You might be wondering, Dr. Mandell, will I really notice a difference in my memory or focus just from ginger? And I'll tell you this, ginger is not a magic pill. You won't wake up tomorrow with a brain 20 years younger just because you had a slice of ginger today. But over time, as ginger works to protect your brain cells, improve your circulation, and balance your chemistry, you will notice changes, more clarity, less fog, better recall, and most importantly, resilience against further decline. Of course, ginger works best as part of a bigger picture. Keep your brain active, read, Learn, play games, challenge yourself. Exercise regularly because movement pumps oxygen to the brain. Eat a diet rich in colorful fruits and vegetables, healthy fats, and lean proteins. And add ginger as a consistent natural ally in this lifestyle. Together, these habits can transform the way your brain ages. Must remind you, ginger is strong medicine in a natural form. If you're on certain medications like blood thinners, check with your doctor before using large amounts. Safety comes first. For most people, though, ginger is safe, effective, and deeply beneficial. So here's the message I want you to take home. Aging does not have to mean losing your mind. You have power. You can protect your memory, your focus, and your clarity. Ginger is one of the simplest, most accessible tools to help you do that. Don't underestimate the small daily habits. A cup of ginger tea, a slice of fresh root in your meal, a sprinkle of powder in your smoothie. It all adds up. My friends, your brain is your most precious gift. It's the home of your memories, your creativity, your relationships, your very identity. Take care of it, nourish it, protect it. Ginger can help you keep that mind sharp, strong, and vibrant well into the later years of your life.